I'm Dr. Angela McBurdy of DoctorFlute.com, and today's flute tip is on what do you say after a performance? What do you say when you've just performed, whether good or bad, or it was okay, and someone comes up to you and says, "Oh, great job," and inside you're thinking, "Oh, I wasn't very good. I messed up here, I messed up there, I didn't do this right, it's not the best I could have done, the piano rushed." But what do you say to that person that is complimenting you and is so eager to see you after a performance? Well, let me tell you that the only answer to that is, "Thank you. I enjoyed playing that too. It was great fun, and I'm glad you enjoyed it." Always, always, always affirm the person that is giving you this compliment, and then talk about how much fun you had playing with it. You don't want to give away all your secrets right then. You don't want to say, "I was really nervous, I'm not sure how it went," or "I flubbed up here," or "Oh, you don't listen to that piano player, they rushed and I couldn't keep up with them and phew, it was bad." You want to say, "Thank you. I enjoyed that you enjoyed your performance." So find a way to affirm the person giving you that compliment and don't take away from the pleasure. I'm sure it's happened to everybody, whether they've said, "Oh, nice hair," and you say, "Well, I just rolled out of bed." They are probably very genuine that they think your hair looks really good, and to you, you didn't do anything with it and it's not the way you like it to be. It's the same way with a performance. People enjoyed the parts that they heard because everybody hears different things. Everybody's takeaway is different from yours, which is such familiarity with every single piece and intimate knowledge of each of those pieces. Your audience, the vast majority of that audience, doesn't know those pieces the way you do. And if they enjoyed it, then you need to say thank you and stop there. No buts, no I wishes, no anything about the secrets that happened in your head with your fingers or behind the stage. You're going to tell them how much you appreciate their compliments. You could look your teacher standing in the back of the crowd and lock eyes with them, and the two of you can know that something maybe occurred, but your audience doesn't know that. There have been many times I played a piece one time, and it was Valentine trills. And the whole thing is just this little piece. I think it was Carol Wincenc's book called Valentines. And there's a whole bunch of little Valentine pieces in there, and I played a couple of them all together because I think my performance was around Valentine's Day. And the first thing was this piece of all trills. Everything was a trill in that little Valentine. And I felt like that maybe later, in hindsight, that wasn't the best piece to settle my nerves in a performance. I probably should have started with something else and then gone to that, because I definitely showed some nerves, and I felt afterwards that the trills weren't even, that they didn't come out and come across to the audience the way I wanted them to. And, afterwards people said, "Oh, great job." I mean, that was the first piece, and there was a whole hour-long performance. So in their minds, they probably forgot about that, but I didn't. And when I listened to that piece on the recording much later, I thought, wow, nothing that was going on in my head about what was wrong with that performance came out in that recording. Nothing. I thought, who is that person playing? Because it can't be me. And that really taught me a lesson. The things we hear in our head sometimes is not reality. It's not what the audience hears. It may even not be what your flute teacher hears. And you have to accept that that's okay, and you did okay. We all have our demons. We all go home after a performance and say, "That wasn't good, I could have done that better," blah, blah, blah. All those things go on in our heads. But we need to accept that we played music, people enjoyed it, and so we should enjoy it too. Accept those compliments, know that they're meant genuinely, and feel good about that compliment. And don't feel bad about something that may or may not have gone astray. Now, yes, there's those times where it was a real bomb, and perhaps everybody knows because you were doing a piece from memory and you had a memory slip. But you know what? Things like that don't ruin an entire recital. They don't. And you and your teacher, maybe, are the only ones that are going to be the ones that talk about it afterwards. No one else remembers that. They only remember the good. And I think that's a lesson for life too. Remember the good. Keep that in your forefront and enjoy performing, not thinking about the mistakes that you have made. So the next time you perform, and you don't think things went terribly well, but someone comes up and tells you how wonderful it was, they loved your performance, your sound was great, and everything else, you smile and you say, thank you. I loved performing too, and I'm so glad you enjoyed that performance. And leave it at that. You take the things that you want to say about it away, put them in the back of your head, and don't tell people that are complimenting you how something went wrong. That's today's flute tip. If you like this video, press the like button, comment below, subscribe, and share it with your friends.